Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Josh Allen. Nice win on the road. Thursday night football. Locked in. Fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, inexpensive way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for the video, let's get into it. All right, Josh Allen, the Bills, nice win right here, 4th and 3. This is a beautiful mesh traffic. I want you to watch 13, the point on the bunch up top. Watch him mesh 11 to death here. Just beautiful bluff. Get a little friendly fire, speed. You love seeing mesh traffic hit. This is excellent quarterbacking as well. We're hot from the left. So great design, shift, motion. And I'll talk really about the kind of motion landmarks here as well. But just watch the mesh between the hashes. Walk in. Not walk in. Speed in. Beautiful design. So the first thing here is let's pay attention to the shift. So they can barely get it straight, right? So the shift, doesn't matter. Come back and get set, not a penalty. You know, that's the shift. So we start with a 4 strong situation, right? We fake like out here, get a man zone read. Okay, it's 0 on the back end. Man everywhere across. Who's got the back man to man? 11 right here. Now the next layer of this is they're going to do what I'm used to calling this like orbit motion. So you come across and then you orbit around. But the beautiful thing here, the subtle thing, is that as you come around here, the motion landmark is right behind the back. So defense really has to have this locked in as far as who's who in the zoo, because normally defenses will go, hey, in man, I've got 1 out, I've got the 2 to that side, I've got the 3 to that side, I've got the 4, you know, how they sort it out, funnel that thing. Well, when you're kind of stacked like this in the backfield, that's a serious 2 middle finger to the defense. Now, they do a decent job. It looks like Ramsey is locked on him the whole way, so it doesn't quite matter. But some teams, how they funnel it would be a big issue. So from that, we're just going to do the mesh. Here's the mesh part of it. You try to get through into the flat, paired with this mesh coming to it. And again, the part we've already talked about here is this is a beautiful bluff right here on 11. And they really get 2 of them, right? The number 1 up top, as he's running over the ball, he pauses there. The guy who's covering him looks like his feet get hit on 11 and 11 down. And that's what pops this thing. So there's some art to the offensive architecture, the structure, the play design, the shift and the motion, the condensed formation. Watch Ramsey, see him track them. They're stacked right there when the ball snapped. So now 11's got to make sense of that, track the back, get through there, bluff, down. So all that, and we haven't even talked about the fact that Josh Allen is hot. He's got a free runner to the mesh side. Buy time, get depth, perfect throw. I mean, it's beautiful. This is absolute gorgeous offensive execution, design. Love it. And a touchdown. 4th and 3. That's awesome. This is just high-level football. I'm not going to stop it here watching it in full speed. Pretend you're 11. All right. You had him in motion. Damn. All right. He's over here. Okay, motion. Where's he going to be snapped? Wait. Run through a pick. Down. Next one here. Really nice 3rd and 5 from Josh Allen. We're going to end up shifting to 2x2. He's going to work the number 2 down here to the bottom on the backside, right over the ball. It's a great job from Josh going right. No. So a little low high up top. No. Keeps his base, drives it. And again, you know, I think an easy separator for quarterbacks is the ability to do this and to get to your backside in, get to your backside read. Josh Allen shows some nice poise here. This is excellent pass protection. No to the right. 1, 2, backside. Boom. See how quickly it happens too? Boom. Head, rip it right on him. Fastball, outstanding. And again, we don't necessarily even need to know what the read is. We're going to start in 3x1 FIB, shift to 2x2, motion to 2x2 condensed up top, run a little low high, whether you want to call it an iteration of a smash, it really doesn't matter. There, they run like a corner deep out right there. That's not there. back here. So we're looking over here, whether it's 1 to 2 or vice versa, get back to that 3. Again, if you can count to 3, say it with me now. You can play for me. 1, 2, 3. On him. Again, outstanding pass protection. Not necessarily going to talk about the lack of a rush from an offensive perspective. Look at that split at left tackle. Oh, man. Too easy. Great pass pro. Holy moly. 7-on-7 out there. First down. Next one here. 2nd and 7, balls on the 25. This is probably one of the few throws that Josh Allen wish he had back in this game. They do a nice job here of kind of formation F in the Dolphins. They're going to end up playing what I'm going to call bracket stump. They've essentially gotten a wide receiver on a linebacker type on a go ball, and the ball is just underthrown. Now, I mean, it's nice recovery, but that's a ball that Josh Allen can throw the vast majority of the time, put it right where he wants. Again, how they get there, and we'll talk about it from the wide, but to catch a wide receiver running against a linebacker type there, and just the ball comes up a tick short. Now, again, I think when Josh plays on time with his base, he's borderline unstoppable. But you can see here, this is a pretty picture or clinic look of what brackets look like. So 3-by-1 brackets. And again, I'm not an expert on the Bills personnel, but pretty sure that's a wide receiver. So we're going to get what looks like a tight end type, running like a double move here. And again, brackets, quickly talk about, it's just think of it as 3/2. So those 3 are bracketing these 2, same as up top on the 3 and the 2. So these 3 are bracketing those 2. And then it's 1-on-1 off coverage out here, the stump part of it. If it was pressed, I'm used to calling it stubby. Okay, so what you want to do here is take advantage of these linebacker types if you can manipulate them to be on wide receivers. And so if we're hiding a wide receiver in the backfield here, like, yeah, I don't love being 5 yards from behind the line of scrimmage, but when you're in the tight red area, I like it a little bit more because now you have more space to throw this thing. But you can see here, watch Ramsey match inside, and that creates all this space. So he's got him, on the out and up part from the linebacker spot. So just a really tough ask on that defender. See the corner go with 86. Got him. We're just running right by him, and we just underthrow it. So again, you can see the bones of some really awesome offensive architecture. That is a great, manufactured matchup. So we've got the shot down the field. You can see the call here from 20 talking about what they're doing, communicating, get the point correct. We know where we're going to the left, want to block up the backside. Again, sure, you'd love not to have any pressure from the left tackle, but I feel like Josh could probably help himself by being lined up at the back end. He eventually gets there. Again, that's not lined up to me. That's lined up right down the middle. Now watch him flip his hips to get there. That's where you want to be at the top of the drop for me. So yeah, he's dealing with a little bit of something from the left side, but that's a throw. I think if he doesn't do that crazy footwork, he puts right where he wants and it's a touchdown. All right, halftime. Like, subscribe, bell, Patreon, courses, website, follow on social media. I appreciate it. Let's get back to it. Next one here, 2nd and 11. This is a beautiful throw from Josh Allen. This is living on the edge. We're working the slot down here to the bottom. Again, full field read, right to left. And again, this is throwing a fastball. Now, whether we get some penalty at the end there with targeting or whatever they call, watch his helmet go right, left, and then rip it. Again, it's even more impressive, I think, from the wide where you can see that safety. So again, whatever we're working up top, all stick, quick out stick, great. So this idea being, hey, you don't like it, quick out, stick. I'm used to calling this some iteration of Y cross or just crosser across here. But this thing almost works almost more up the field. And again, the safety is just following your eyes over here. And then once you look over here, he's closing this door. And this is a fastball driven over the middle of the field. If you loft that thing at all or don't have a Josh Allen arm, this thing's probably going the other way. Boom. You can see him barely fit that thing in there. And again, watch how sudden, how quick he is. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. Working the backside. Really tough. when a quarterback is this locked in and can play kind of, even though this doesn't play out like full field, he's taking the right side, no, left side, yes, and has the capacity to rip it and drive it between the hashes. Next one here, 3rd and 12. Josh Allen being Josh Allen. And we're going to go out of structure to the back up top. This is a bit of a bummer. I've heard some really smart football people talk about Jalen Ramsey not looking great here early on. To me, this is cover 2. The safety loses his mind up top, comes out of the roof, and kind of screws Ramsey. You can tell he's pissed. But to me, this is one of those things where Josh Allen just essentially trying to create. There's nothing there, 3rd and 12. They're running shallow cross, not the greatest spacing over the ball with that hook over the ball. Shallow kind of in the same lane right there, right? We got to go. We're going to go create outside the edge. And that's just a ridiculous play. Puts it right on him. Everything except the touchdown. Great job of him being able to create here. But again, the spacing of this thing is a bit funky. And I'll show you the thing when he decides to go, right? Like this is cover 2. This almost looks like a version of Tampa. Someone working to the middle. And that safety is definitely up top playing a half field. Whether it's, cloud or palmsy, it doesn't really matter. Spacing, look over the ball. Stinks. Got to go. Look at the safety up top. What the hell, bro? You got to stay deep, bro. Stay deep. Don't do me dirty like that. And then Josh Allen makes him pay. And this is the difference, right? We talk about it all the time, the capacity to extend. But it's not just the capacity to extend. It's the big plays that come out of it. So they've got Tampa 2 called. And they end up hitting a ball down the field to the back. Just should not happen. Just an absolute defensive backbreaker. Get out, create. Somebody breaks down downfield, and you make them pay with a strike. And it's 1st and goal. Next one here, I put this on here just because I love me some run game. And when you see a triple team like this at the point of attack, you obviously know you've got some issues defensive front-wise here, how they can't get lined up. Looks like 20 probably isn't lined up correctly at the snap. Little motion issues, and then this is just a beautiful triple team. I mean, it also looks like the Buffalo Bills are in like a heavy personnel, like they got an extra offensive lineman in there, right? 70. But this can't be how you want to do this. And again, even if you're trying to 2-gap something at the point, there's still not enough guys. So I'm saying we're probably not lined up correctly. Who's who in the zoo here, but who's in this gap? Who's in this gap? I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to tell you. I'm going to tell you that they're probably not aligned correctly, but I just want this to wash over you. Okay. Triple team, essentially to nowhere. I mean, this is just destroying someone at the point of attack. I mean, this is absolutely the film you cannot have in the NFL. Can't get aligned, triple team. Again, nobody blocks 20. I mean, who knows where he's fitting over there? Whoop. And then great acceleration to close that thing down. But that is just a poor 90. Just to the house. And that's just a backbreaker. And at this point, this thing was over. Last one here, only one play from the second half. That's how out of hand this game was for the Bills offensively. We're going to run shock down here to the bottom. I think of Joe Brady as kind of like the shock OG from LSU. But this is a great job from Josh Allen. I mean, there's not a lot of humans on the planet that can make this type of throw, this kind of read. He just sees people right in his lap. Can't get through he's got multiple Dolphins right in his lap. Can't pass off the stunt. Again, much harder to pass off the stunt when it's a guard and a back. Can't do it. But look at Josh Allen's ability to generate force here from that back hip. All his cleats in the ground. Can't get through the throw. I mean, he really can't get through the throw. And wait till I show you this throw. This is not like just some random check down. This is ripping it outside the numbers from the far hash. Like, yeah, it's a hitch, but this is a crazy back foot throw. So shock to me is locked hitch, inside fade, some iteration of stick. I think they run it with a stop up top. Not a bad look for shock down here to the bottom, thinking you got inside fade. The corner gets depth. Flip it out to the hitch. All from your back foot. Look at this throw, guys. This is the difference, man. I mean, there just aren't, I honestly can't think of, nowhere near 5, but a handful of guys that I would say can make that throw and make it look easy. He is making that look easy. That is across the field. Oh, man. What arm talent. Great feel, too. Again, when his back foot hits the ground like this, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. No doubt about it. Elite arm talent. All right, so that is a wrap. Josh Allen, the Bills, nice win. Obviously, decisive win on the road in that division. They've seemingly had the Dolphins number for years. One of those things where, again, I think sometimes, I'm as guilty of it as probably anybody. You just forget how good Josh Allen is. The dude has ridiculous arm talent, can make ridiculous throws off platform, into structure, doing a nice job getting through reads. You saw multiple examples of 1, 2, 3 across the field. You tether that with his capacity to extend and make the defense kind of make bad decisions down the field. Somebody comes out of the roof and now we've got a big play over the top. So all those things, and we didn't even really see him run it like we know he can run it. So overall, this game was well in hand for the vast majority of it. Still saw enough flashes to make you appreciate the talent that Josh Allen is. We'll see what it looks like moving forward. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.